Hi foodies, Jenny here from Jenny's Walk. And foodies, you all remember that lovely video I did with all those gifts that I got from my friend Miss Ursula Allen? Yes, with that lovely cinnamon leaf from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. And when I put that video out, apparently I got so much mixed emotion and so many questions that I must do this video here today to clear up a lot of stuff. So back in the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, we have Cilement Leaf. And the questions that arrive from all those comments, and I just want to clear it up with my foodies. As I say, Granny only used this for sweet. And in my travels, I always go to the spice market and I got a lot of spices and leaves. And I remember in one of my travels to Grenada, and I didn't get that foodie's name to shout her out. In Grenada, she said they have the same cinnamon leaf from beautiful island of Trinidad that they call their bay leaf. So with research and talking to my Indian counterparts, my island counterparts, Mauritius, Fiji Island, all those places, I get to realize something, which I do know. Different part of the world call different species of the leaves different name, and the species of the leaves is different. So in the Caribbean, as we say cinnamon leaf, this is Trinidad's bay leaf. That's correct. It's to be used in sweet and savory dishes. However, my granny only know about it to use in sweet dishes, sweet recipes, you know, as I mentioned to you, the guava jam, as Nazima shout out to me to use it in, and, you know, making the pag to make to put into sweet rice, to put into the kurma and all of that, we used to use it. So now I get to realize this could be used in our beverages and also cooking our goat and duck and everything else. In long cooking, as we say, so it stays in there, it releases all its essential oils and flavor in curry and stewing and everything else. However, there's another leaf in the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago in the Hindu community by the name of bay leaf. That bay leaf is a leaf with it's a stem with 3 leaves to it. It's like a triangle. So I want all my foodies out there who belongs to the Hindu religion, even if you change into Christianity, go by the kutia, go by the temple. It must have a big temple. Every village has like 2-3 temples. It's usually planted around there because that is used only for offering to Lord Shiva. So I want you to go and take a look at that, and I'm waiting for your comments. Take a picture of it and also include it in your comment, because I want everyone around to be clear on what we're talking about. That is not used for cooking at all, because it is the Hindu people regard it very high as in their religious belief as an offering to the gods. And as we all know, Hindu they do fast, they do not eat meat and fresh and all those things, anything coming to puja. So just take a look, and if look around, ask the elders, a lot of you maybe of that age and older or younger. Talk to granny, grandpa, nanny, nana, uncle, aji, pua, any one of them, and ask them about that. There's also a fruit I remembered by the name of bay fruit. So Mr. Vidal, my number one that I go for a lot of consult from, things that I don't know, he remembered very clearly his grandmother and mother used to pick that fruit. It's a hard shell and there's pulp inside. Scoop it out, and they used to make a juice with it. And I remember going to my Hindu and Muslim sometimes lives in the same village, I remember drinking that. And as a kid, I remember that fruit, but I couldn't remember the shape of the leaf, but I did Google it. So foodies, there's 2 bay leaf in Trinidad and Tobago, and one is the cinnamon leaf, which is our bay leaf. As you can see, it's broad, it's very big, and it smells awesome. And yes, I started cooking with this cinnamon leaf or Trinidad bay leaf. I made some jollof rice, and I also made curry goat, and I infuse it using the cinnamon leaf or bay leaf. So this is our bay leaf, and the second one, as I mentioned, I don't want to repeat myself, is the one by the puja, only used for offering up prayer to Lord Shiva. Now, bay leaf, India is one of the largest producer of bay leaf, also known as laurel. Different part of the world will have different shapes, as I say, and size. In my travels to Mexico, this is a Mexican bay leaf. You see how small it is? And I guess the taste is all the same. It's cooked the same way in long cooking. So it takes a while. All essential oils do come out into your food. It's used in sweet and savory dishes. And this is what the laurel or bay leaf look like. This is the one from, you'll get these like in Sri Lanka, Indonesia, India, they are one of the largest producers of bay leaf around the world. So this is what your laurel and your bay leaf would look at. Grenada, Caribbean island, you know, Cilement leaf, same bay leaf. So here I have another bay leaf. Look at this. Now, sometimes for my foodies here who live in the US and you go to the Korean store, you will get them in little packets. It's green. These are dry. The same one, I will bring them home and I will dry them. And there's a lot of medical properties to them. So you see how different this leaf is? Take a look at this. This is the one I got over here. And I think some of them come from, like in Texas and those places, they will grow them. This is Trinidad Cilement leaf or bay leaf. Look at that. And then this is the laurel, the Indian one. So you see right here I have 3 of them, and I really would love whatever part of the world that you joining in from, can you please pick your bay leaf and send me a picture, whether you buy it in packages, it could be the same one we have here. I will appreciate, I'll gladly appreciate it, so all my other foodies, we could learn from each other, because as I always say here at Jenny's Walk, we have to learn, share and create. So this is the different types of bay leaf that we have right here. Let's not forget the Mexican guy. There you go. So this is what it looked like. So send me a copy of what you have, a picture. So foodies, as we go along to the bay leaf, some of us may think that the bay leaf, the bark of the tree, is used as cinnamon bark. That's not quite true, but they sometimes do use it as a substitute. The bark from the cinnamon tree, that this bark is a bit more pungent, has a more clove and a nutmeg strong taste you will get from using those. There's also cassia. Cassia on cinnamon is about the same. This is what the bark of the cassia tree look like. And the cassia, you will find them like in Sri Lanka and Malaysia and Indonesia, you will find the cassia. The cassia is not as strong as the cinnamon. Of course, it's a substitute. I do have the oils for the cassia, which is much essential oil, which is also edible. It's more expensive than the cinnamon oil. So the cinnamon is the bark you will scrape out, and you know they will dry them, squeeze them in tight, and this is what you will get from India. So the largest producer for cinnamon we have is China, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and Vietnam. And the cassia, we get them from China, which is this one, China and Vietnam. But the leaves is not really used so much like the laurel for the bay leaf. You know, it's not as widely recognized and used. But if you're in that part of the world, I guess they stand by it, like how the Trinidadians, guys, we Cilement leaf, you know. Guys, we won. And that is our bay leaf. Some of them don't believe it is their bay leaf, but yes, it is bay leaf. Cilement leaf in Trinidad is the same thing. You go to Grenada, Dominica, and all those other islands. This is the variety you will find. I don't know if Christopher Columbus brought it or how it reached. But in the islands, this is the shape of ours. And as you all could see, Mexican is a short dude. And I don't know where this come from. I'm going to research more where this one come from. The one I get here in NYC. And while we're on that, some of my foodies asked me about the little, who have the tree at the back of their yard. My auntie has one, but I can't get in contact with her this morning. I remember those little balls. I do not know if we use those little seeds. If it's like a peppercorn or a berry, you could use it in cooking. I'll find out and I'll let you know. So foodies asked me about peppercorns and allspice berries, if it's the same. No, it is not the same. So allspice berries, this is the one we will say allspice, or pimento seed or pimienta seed. This is that bigger size that has flavors of cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, mace, and a hint of black pepper. Those are flavors. It's used in sweet and savory cooking. Your curry, go dash some in there. You're making some punch, you could dash some in there. You're making your sorrel or zobo drink, you could put it in there also. That is how you use it. When you're brining your turkey, brining your meat, your pork, all of that, you pop some in there. Any brine. So it's sweet and savory. This is peppercorn or black pepper. It's completely different. Yes, it's spicy. This is it. And we have an assorted peppercorns. And here we would say again, peppercorn black pepper in the different types, the red ones, the white one, gray one, and that is what is it. So I do hope that clear up for you, my dear foodies who asked that question. I have several questions in my inbox also if it's the same. It's not the same, honey, and you have different flavors. Yes, it have a spice date, the allspice berries, whereas the black pepper, and we have white pepper too, is a little more spicier than this because this carries some other spice herbs in there. So foodies, I want to say again, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the spices. Jenny's Walk is always here. Drop me any questions, anything you're confused with. I will do the research and I will talk to my people. I'm around a lot of people from all around the world. So Fiji, I want to hear from you. Mauritius. Help me. You all share the same culture of us there in the Caribbean. The Indians from there, we're from Pradesh, Maharashtra, and I think some of us is from Kerala too. So, you know, I have all these cultures with me so I could get a lot of answers for you and even talk to the people back over there. So I hope this was very informative and I do answer your questions. Cilement leaf, bay leaf, cinnamon bark, cassia, laurel. There you go, the whole 9 yards. Jenny's Walk here. Keeping it real. We're here to learn, share, and create. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the spices.